Now we have a new understanding that many of us that thought we were highly sensitive are actually autistic.
As a highly sensitive person with the trait of sensory processing sensitivity, we may also have some qualities of autism. How are these neurodivergent experiences different? This audio is from a podcast episode by therapist and author Julie Bjelland. See notes for links to the full episode and other resources.
Welcome to the HSP and Neurodivergent podcast. If you've been a listener for a while, you've probably noticed that I have changed the title of our podcast, and there's lots of reasons for that, so I'll go into some of that. I'm Julie Bjelland, and I am an autistic HSP psychotherapist specializing in high sensitivity and late diagnosed autism, especially in women. We've been learning a lot about some of the things that makes us understand autism better. So I want to talk about that today because I know a lot of you have been asking me questions about this and how can we know some of the differences. I've actually gone through and changed my sensitivity quiz to update some of the differences, and I've also created a new autism quiz to help understand some of the differences as well. We've all been following some of Elaine Aron's work about high sensitivity, that she really came up with that highly sensitive person HSP name. But that was back in the 90s, and now we have a new understanding that many of us that thought we were highly sensitive are actually autistic, and I am one of those people. We've talked about that a little bit on previous episode, and there's a lot to share about that, about why it's important to understand the differences, how life-changing it's been for autistic women especially, who have gone undiagnosed, misdiagnosed, not understanding what their experience is in the world, feeling really different and flawed in lots of ways. And we've seen that through understanding this piece, this additional puzzle piece, of what we're understanding now about autism. We understand that previous diagnostic criteria was actually inaccurate, which is why so many women have gone undiagnosed. There's some estimates that say up to 80% of adult women who are autistic have gone undiagnosed. And I want to say misdiagnosed also, because there's just so much to share on this subject. I'm actually creating an autism guide too, and I have lots of information about autism in the sensitive. I've been sharing research and information from the surveys that I've been putting out there, all of that on my website as well, so that there's lots of information for you to explore. And I really want to concentrate on specifically what we're understanding about autism in highly sensitive women.